course, do not be frightened. Those things must take place, but that is not yet the end.
I wanted to be different with this video and come out to my wood shop, and this video is titled Predestination. Let me throw out some terms: election, predestination, foreordained, adoption, justified, glorified, called, and chosen. Did you connect with some of these terms? We are going to dig into the Bible and go just a little deeper than usual for this episode. First, our key verses. Romans 8, verses 29 and 30. For those God foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brothers and sisters. And those he predestined, he also called. Those he called, he also justified. Those he justified, he also glorified. Ephesians 1, verse 5. He predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ, in accordance with his pleasure and will. Ephesians 1, verse 11. In him we were also chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will. It is clear from these verses that predestination is a biblical doctrine. And what is the basic definition of predestination? It is that God in his sovereignty chooses certain individuals to be saved. We will dig deeper into this in a few moments. What is the status of mankind? It is not good. And we have addressed prior, each of us is born into sin as a result of Adam and Eve. The Bible tells us, Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3, verses 10 to 12. There is none righteous, not even one. There is no one who understands. There is no one who seeks God. All have turned away. They have together become worthless. There is no one who does good, not even one. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers, so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. What do we learn and get from these verses? We are blind to our needs. We have all sinned. No one deserves to be saved. No one seeks after God's plan of salvation on his own accord. And left to ourselves, we would never choose God. And thanks to God, he has a plan, he is eternal, and he is in charge. God makes it clear in Isaiah 46, verses 9 to 11, remember the former things, those of long ago. I am God, and there is no other. I am God, and there is none like me. I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times, what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. From the east I will summon a bird of prey. From a far-off land, a man to fulfill my purpose. What I have said, that I will bring about. What I have planned, that I will do. Let's admit it, and we will not fully understand God and his plan until we meet him in heaven. This topic is way above my grade and pay scale. So as we continue, we must be humble enough to admit that there are many things about God that are too high for us to comprehend. How many people are alive on earth today? It is approximately 7.7 billion. How many people have lived on earth from creation? It is estimated to be 110 billion. God, before the foundation of the world, chose to make certain individual the object of his unmerited favor or special grace. And that includes all of us who have passed, those who are living today, and those who have not yet been born. Mark 13:20 says, "If the Lord had not cut short those days, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, whom he has chosen, he has shortened them." Bottom line, God has ordained to redeem a remnant of humanity to salvation. Here are some very key points to consider. God determines certain things to occur ahead of time. God chose the elect based on his own purposes. God's choice and predestination is an incredibly loving act. All who are predestined will be saved because they are the ones that God the Father gives to Jesus Christ. Predestination or election is not based upon something that we do or will do. God predestines who will be saved, and we must choose Christ in order to be saved. God chose to pursue a relationship with us and win us over. No one is saved without election and predestination of God. God is perfectly free. He is obligated to save no one. The elect receives God's perfect grace. The non-elect receive God's perfect justice. God grants repentance. A portion of Acts 11 verse 18 reads, "So then, even the Gentiles, God has granted repentance that leads to life." God not only elects those whom he will save, but he actually accomplishes their salvation. Let's close by asking this very important question. Are you one of the elect? The answer is very simple and important for you to consider. If you truly trust Jesus alone for your salvation, you are one of the elect.